Hi class, today's lesson is time series data. It is exercise 9F. So what is time series data? It's data values recorded at regular time intervals. For example, we could record the temperature every hour, or we could record speed every second, or something like profit could be recorded every month. This is an example of population being recorded every 10 years. So you can see it makes like a line graph which represents the time series data. And we can then use this to analyse the data, describe trends and make predictions about the future. When drawing time series data, we always put time on the horizontal axis. The other variable being considered goes on the vertical axis, so it's the dependent variable. Each dot represents a data point, and the line segments connect the points on the graph. When analysing line graphs, we talk about the trend of the data. These are the different trends we can have. Linear, which means straight line or mostly straight line. Like this example here, you'll notice it's not completely straight, but the general trend is a straight line. Non-linear, so like a curve. So this is an example here. And no trend, which means that there's no pattern. So it's going up and down with no clear trend. In describing linear trends, we should also talk about the direction of the graph. So it can either be upwards, which is going in an upwards direction, like this, or downwards, like this, going in a downwards direction. Let's have a look at an example. So this time series data is showing us the share price over a number of months. Does it look like the company's share price will return to around $4 in the next year? Okay, so we can see the share price starts in July at around $4, and then in August it's still around $4. Then following that we can see a downward trend, so the share price is dropping. When it gets to about March, where it's just over $1. And we can see that the trend, it's not increasing, it's looking pretty like steady there. So it doesn't look to me like the share price will return to around $4 in the next year. So I'm going to say no. What is the share price in the month of October? So the month of October, that's here. And this is the share price. And I read across like this. And I can see it's $3. Let's do an example. The average price of lambs at a market over 14 weeks is given in this table. Plot the time series. Okay, so remember that time always goes on the horizontal axis. So we've got time down here, and in this example the time is in weeks. And our other variable is price, and it's in dollars. Okay, so then let's put our scale in. So we've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, and then our price goes from our smallest number is 80 and our biggest number is 119. Okay, so we're not going to be starting down at 0 because I don't want to have to do like 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 all the way up. Because we're not going to be starting at 0, we need to do a little squiggly line here to represent we're skipping some numbers at the start. And then our first number we're going to put in is going to be 80. And I think we'll just go up by 10. So 80, 90, 100, 110, and 120. Okay, so now we're ready to do our plotting. Okay, so week 1 was 82, that was the price. So around here. Week 2, 80, a little bit less. Week 3, 85. It's not very clear. Week 4, 89. So you see I'm just reading on the bottom and then matching up on the top. So next one is at week 5 and 91. So about here. Week 6, 87. Week 7, 93. Week 8, 104. Week 9, 100. Week 10, 111. Week 11, 108. Week 12, 105. Week 13, 112. And week 14, 120. Okay, so I've just roughly drawn that. It's a bit hard without grid lines. So if we were looking at this time series data and we wanted to describe the trend, I would say it's linear. It generally seems to go in a like a straight line. What we could do, we'll join these. Might make it easier for you to see. So if you join each point, kind of like connect the dots or whatever. There we go. And now we can see, yep, it's pretty much got a general linear trend and it's going in the upwards direction. So I'll just write here, general linear trend upwards. Oops, my computer's lagging a bit. There we go. Next example. The approximate population of an outback town is recorded from 1990 to 2005. This time series has already been plotted for us, and we're asked to describe the trend in the data over the 16 years. So from 1990 to 1999, there is a downwards linear trend. So I'd say first 9 years there is a downwards linear trend. Then after this, the population rises and falls in the last 6 years. Population rises and falls in the last 6 years, which you could say it results in a slight upwards trend. Upwards trend. I don't know what's happened to my computer. Probably was used to having a holiday. That reload, resulting in a slight upwards trend. There we go. I would like you to please complete this worksheet and submit it to my Panola.